Right, lesson learned. Don't go messing with the giant slimes, the minotaurs, or a cliff that's like over 200 foot tall. Gotten that much out of the way. And as long as we're not, you know, overconfident about things, we shouldn't have any issues, because we can avoid all those dangers. There's no reason why I should have perished last time. But I did. Hey, this Mr. Wandering Trader here, he's nice and safe in, you know, this. That's good. Downside, though, hey, it's kind of useless him being in there, because, he won't refresh any of his stuff in there. And I've got a reason to be scared. Okay, there's a metal slime there. Oh, I'd love to get a metal slime. If it was that simple. Yeah, I've got to catch the fecker first, because he apparently knows when I'm approaching in shadow motion. This guy's a problem, though, in theory. Because, here's the thing. He can break my house down. If I can... No, quick. Oh, careful. Yo, mate, quit bouncing around. Your super regeneration's making this real awkward for me. Damn it. Come on. Oh, there we go. Now I know he can one-shot me, I'm actually terrified of him. He needs to die, though. Legitimately, if he bounces into my building, he'll break the whole thing down. He can break through cobble and stone and stuff like that. I don't know what doesn't get broke by one of those slimes. But, yeah, he ain't what my building's built out of. So... I have reason to be afraid of him. Where'd that milk slime go? I actually need to go get the stuff off him too, because I do need more parts. I'd like to start building armor. And, oh yeah, my sword also just has looting on it now, which also makes this a really, really good chance we're going to get tons and tons of bits off him. Hey, is there any water nearby for you to even jump into? Okay, in theory, there is the water nearby where my house is. If I can somehow lure him that way. Well, yes, I can't. I was going to say I could firecracker him and that would kill him. It would! Oh. No. I don't know what it is. When they sit on trees, they seem to slow down for some reason. That was such a good opportunity there. She see me bounced off again. Hey, look, can you just keep going that way? So then the water's that way. Just go to the water. Yes. Yes. Go to the ocean. Yes. All right, we got him. We got him. 12 whole bits. Excellent. Right, with that out of the way, until their thing. I got slightly distracted there just because I heard a big slime jump. Step outside, you see a supermassive slime, you realize it could crumble your entire house down if it decides to, you know, lean against it. Yeah, I better go sort that out. Anyway, so this chap here, who is definitely still... Wait, no. Oh, he actually did get free estate. Wait, what? Okay. Guess we're not keeping him then. He's gone. Never mind then. Anyway, a point I was going to try and make with these guys is, yeah, they need beds to sleep in so they can reset their stock. And I do kind of want to be able to send villagers over here just because I want to start setting ones up for the maps and things so I can find the world tree. I think I'm going to spend the first low chunk just quickly putting together, like, I'm going to put together a room for them. I'm going to make the roof slightly higher and then quickly test putting my portals in there just so I can, you know, have a place to send villagers. Now the question is, where am I going to put such a room? Which area am I going to put it on? Let's attach onto this side, I think. That's probably fine. I was considering doing it down the middle, but then I kind of want it, if I'm going to put stuff in the middle, there'll be stuff for me. This is just going to be literally a storage room. I suppose in that case, I might as well put it next to where the enchant table and all the other bits are. So, sure, we'll put it here. Oh, hello. Come down here to gather some more stone. There's already some people waiting for me. Generally don't think you can even do anything to me anymore, but I'm pretty sure I'm beyond stage 2 creatures at this time. I wasn't expecting a zombie head there. Okay. Alright, a quick bit of resource gathering. Gather some more cobble. I don't think I need wood for this. The building is mostly made out of cobble at this point. I just need a room with a bit more space so I can put portals in it. And hopefully the villagers don't suffocate. Kinda half tempted to try and get one that produces a fortune book just for the sake of getting this pickaxe with fortune. Oh yeah, also as a thing, so looking at comments and stuff. Got a couple, mentioning a couple of different things. So one, the beta for the newer version of Tensura mod. Yeah, it's not like an open beta. It's not you know, it's open to public. No, it's open to this Patreon. I don't have access to that, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't do like a mod review or anything like that on a mod that's not actually publicly available. So I'll be waiting until, you know, it's out. Other thing is people talking about the Iron Spellbook's magic, and specifically talking about the idea of making it like stronger so it lines up with like the Tensura stuff. To do that though, I need to figure out like what like kind of power output it actually has. I need to figure out the balance to it, because if I just make it so, hey, it's now just as powerful as Tensura magic, then, you know, to what degree? Because the magic in Tensura, there's a very big gap between the lower end spell of it and the higher end spell of it. Because you take something like, you know, the water cutter spell, and then you take something like, you know, the lightning javelin. They're vastly different. But then you go a step further, you take a thing like, say, the darkness cannon, and, you know, it absolutely skyrockets. Then you get things like the manipulations and stuff can make it even stronger. So, like, I don't know how strong that necessarily means I should be measuring that magic if I was going to adjust it. I don't know. I need to see how much it actually does first, then kind of just judge it from there. Not necessarily against making it, like, slightly more powerful, just so it's, like, slightly more usable. I'm still not under the belief it's going to be useful against, like, any of the bosses, given the fact that even the Tensura magic is barely useful against most of the bosses, unless it's, like, specifically darkness magic, or against, like, harvest, like, base magic, so... I don't know, we'll see what kind of raids we're dealing with. I'm gonna probably go build a dummy at some point soon, so I can actually test trying stuff out on this thing, on it, and see how strong, like, you know, things like Firecracker actually is. Alright, I mean, that's probably enough cobble to get us started, so, okay, let's... But get us started, I mean, I already did technically start trying to throw together a building, but I'm not really sure what I'm aiming for. Mainly, I don't know if I want to try and go, like, wider with this thing, or whether I just want to, like, make it a little room attached onto this one, slightly, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do here. I'm kind of tempted to make it slightly bigger, but actually, I suppose I could make it slightly bigger going in one direction. Oh my god, I found our niche use for gravity manipulation. I can use it to get up from the water when I fall in. I need to get back into my place because I can't jump high enough. I have the cloud bottle currently, so I can't get up on places that are too high up, but this lets me get so many niche uses for this one spell. Anyway, hey, okay, thoughts, do I just make this a box room like this? I was thinking, did I make the roof higher? No, I think what I do is I put stairs at where I come in and make the floor lower. That way, if the villagers decide to be silly and get themselves stuck in the floor again, at least, at least I try to do something about it. Alright, doors in place, little room is here. We've lowered the floor down slightly, so if I put the bit in the same area, it shouldn't kill the villagers this time. That said, though, I do need to get the coordinates correct for this. So, minus 21, 970. They should be easy enough. Okay. So we enter in coordinates for there. Then what we do is we do a quick little test run. Okay, we take something and we teleport it in there. Suppose we could teleport a deer or something. I suppose that would work, wouldn't it? I just need to teleport something into the room and confirm it doesn't, you know, instantly die. That's the main thing. Hey, are you going to be a problem for me? Of course you are, because of course you're going to run straight at me and try and have a go at me. When do you ever learn? Right, anyway. Activate thing. Oh, wait, no. That's a terrible idea. Hold on. I'll do this properly. No. So what we do is I can't pick the deer up. Darn, I thought I could pick this thing up. Never mind. Hey, dude, I need you to go in this hole for a second. We're in our hole. Shoved a minute. Dun. Right, we look down here. We activate gates. We open the warpity warp. The deer gets teleported. Yes. Yes. And then we see what the result is over here. So, did the deer teleport to the location I said and not perish? Or did the fecker suffocate in the floor again? Well, let's find out. The deer is fine. The portal is high up. The portal dropped him down. And he's good. Well... he was good until, you know, I had to get him out of my home anyway. Alright, with that in mind then, we could totally go and get some villagers and throw them in there. So if I pass by any villagers now, and I want to take them home, I now can. I don't have to worry about it. I can just dump them in there and then they'll be there for later. That said though, I do probably need to put beds down for them. No, I don't. No, you don't need to put beds down for them. I'd be silly. No, we'll just steal beds from wherever we are and use them from there. Another metal slime, yo! If only I had a skill that actually let me catch you, because I fucking don't. I legitimately have nothing can just catch the fecker. But I realize the thing of you need to hope they get stuck in a tree or stuck in water, or you have an ability to trap them, because otherwise you ain't getting hold of them. Go on, jump in. You're almost there. Don't jump back. Don't jump back. Ugh. Bonk. Where the... Huh? Huh? He dropped crystal. Yep, I got that part there. I was wondering for a moment there. I was going to say, don't tell me I just got cheated. Alright, throw that in there. That, I think, together should be enough Oh no, definitely. It'll be enough for me to get a boots probably, or a helmet maybe. I don't know if it'll be 5. At least give us 4 bits though. Yeah, now that I think about it, why would I think about stealing beds from the place where I was before when there's a perfectly empty village here? We don't know how it got emptied. It's a real mystery, that one. I think the ants killed all the villagers. But anyway, yeah, I should just steal all the beds that are here. Because they're not gonna need them anymore. Well, I don't have any iron to bring with... Oh, I'll just leave the sheep alone for now. I can always come back here and try and loot it later. Oh, actually, I will take some of this, though. Because I need to build a dummy. I would like to test the capabilities of... Well, one, how good is water cutter? I know it's nowhere near lightning launcher, but like... Or the lightning lance. But like, how good is it? How strong is it by comparison? And then by comparison to that, how good is the firecracker ability? And then, can I make it any stronger? Because I believe I can. I believe if I go into my spellbook, which I can't really do with that table, but if I go into my spellbook, I'm pretty sure these things have levels, and you can update the level, and you can make them slightly stronger. I remember it capping out and not being super impressive, but, like, there is some improvement there. I see an arrow metal slime. Oh, fuck, I almost got him there. Hold on, turn on my mana sense so I can actually see the fucking outline of this guy, because, yeah, I'm losing track of where he is in the village. Dude, there's water on every side of this village. Just jump to one of the sides, please. Stop getting stuck in the houses. Just jump in the water. Alright, there we go. We got him. Bump. 13 bits. Excellent. Yeah, looting's so good. Looting's basically double the amount I get from these guys. Okay, unless there is also a map maker in this place, which there might be. Or I could just get a dagger schematic. Any good daggers in this? I really can't think of what the benefit of a dagger would be. There is a map thing. Yo, I'll be taking that. That's just free for me. Actually, these types of villages seem to have a few of the map things floating around. This is handy. Okay, hold on a minute. There are 2 scrolls in this chest for whatever reason. That's because map makers apparently just do magic in the spare time. Cool. Blessing of Life scroll. Heals 6 damage. I don't know how much that will actually heal, but even if it just heals 6 for me, it makes no difference to me. If I can heal other people with it, though, that could be useful. Lob Creeper! Hey, now I think about it, I haven't invaded this villager tower, have I? That's an metal slime, isn't it? That's an metal slime. Hello! See, there's a massive difference. See, you make the metal slimes a bit more common, and all of a sudden they're just freaking everywhere. To be fair, like, so I did make them more common. I make them and the supermassive slimes more common in general. The thing is, though, is that, like, they're still got a lower spawn rate than most other mobs by a large margin. It's just the fact that the slimes are so common, apparently these guys end up cropping up everywhere. I guess, because we do pass by like an absurd number of slimes as we wander around. Please tell me you just jump in the water. Yes. 15 from that one. Holy fuck. Okay. That supermassive slime, I'm going to assume it's nowhere near where I live. That's the one I think that killed me before. So we can pretty much ignore that one for now. That one's whatever. This tower on the other hand, I kind of just want to go up it just to see if there's any scrolls anywhere. I just want to see if there's any nice bits. Or we can just take a bow schematic. I mean, that's... Again, I don't think I've ever actually found a use for a bow in this, but okay. Okay, there were no skulls in there. Never mind. There was nothing of value. Nothing really, but I got string and a couple of emeralds. Whatever. I'll take it. The great emeralds, we're going to start transporting villagers here eventually, because Fekos knows how much map making I'm going to have to do. So, right, to this end, we require some beds. Not like that. I don't know if this all... I forget if you breed villagers as well. I don't know if this is something in line with doing that or whatever, but... Yeah, you need to get them beds so they can refresh their sales. So, there we go. That should keep some villagers happy. On top of that, throw these bad boys down. It means the first time we send over here, we'll just have that as a job. As, of course, working on the assumption that I, you know, destroy their previous job first and all that jazz. But, you know, I'll probably try and do that. But, we got this stuff. Hay bale. This requires an armor stand. This requires a smooth stone. Need a life spell. I'd say I want to do stuff with that. We can use uncommon ink to level it up, and that would change its level from level 6 to level, from 6 healing to 7 healing. It uses, yeah, slightly more mana, same amount of cooldown and stuff. I feel like sure there is stuff you can do with all this. There's no way you can, like, improve on stuff. What the fuck am I looking at here? What is that? What mod? What on earth? Cataclysm mod gives you the subjugator. Okay. Wanted an arcane table and stuff. There's a scroll forge. Okay, I'm probably have to make all this stuff eventually, especially if I want to mess around with it. Okay, need to get some amethyst and some deep slate polish. Okay. Alright, for now though. For now. Hey, what spells do I not care about? I never really use Spectral Hammer, sure. Okay. Blessing of Life. That Does target other people. Cool. I'll keep that just for the sake of healing other people in case I do get other worlders. Not other worlders. Never other worlders. It's never other worlders. It's villagers. For that though, thing I want to check out. Thing. We make dummy. Badoosh. Also, yeah, okay. How do you make a scroll forge? It is with crying obsidian, polished stone. How do you make a pet? No, we don't care about pets. Yeah, okay. There aren't too many things to actually make in this mod, like in terms of like equipment and stuff. So, okay, just need to look out for stuff while I'm underground, I guess. So, anyway, target dummy. Pop this bad boy here. Cool. Now, curiosity. If I use water cutter, does 60 damage. I'm pretty sure that's partly because I also have water manipulation on, though. Like, if I turn that off and try it again, yeah, it does 30 damage. So, base it does 30. Water manipulation boosts it up a tier, so it ends up at 60. Cool. Then if I were to switch over and try Firecracker, it does 26.4. Albeit it's also an AoE and very, very, very colorful. Interesting looking. Okay, aside from that, what other spells we got? Let's get the Ray of Frost, which does 36. Okay, that one's stronger, but that's also a singular beam. We don't care about the summon Vex and stuff like that. Laser Bolt does 2.5. Just... Huh? Can I hold it? No, it just shoots off a singular point in that spell. I don't see a point in that at all. Alright, anyway. We've got the missile one, Missile Barrage. Fire off missiles, they do 3 damage. Yeah, I'm not really understanding the point in that one. Anyway, Lightning Storm. 27. Oh, it keeps going though. Okay, I mean, that one's pretty cool. Who would have guessed that Lightning's one of the stronger ones? Who would have guessed it? This only works as long as you hold someone in place though. You know, it hits a few turns, so don't to... Assuming you can keep that person pinned down, which I mean, there are abilities to do that, so... Not crazy, but also not when you're just gonna openly goes on the field. And yeah, some of this stuff can get stronger. So Firecracker's already level 5. Duh. Lightning Storm's only level 2 though. So yeah, what I need is I need the table, basically. I need the table. I know the table. I need the anvil if I want to try doing improvements down the line. And then I just need to collect more ink, which will just be a game of just go into wizard towers and stuff when I see them. Or I trade with people that could potentially trade as ink. AKA, I've been told, apparently the fire rancers are actually chill with me and wouldn't attack me, which I'm surprised about. Apparently, no, yeah, if you try and steal stuff or if you, well, attack them, they will then go for you. I don't know, apparently I've just always done that then, because I didn't realize they were non-hostile. Although I suppose, to be fair, in my defense, every time I've gone, like, the first time I tried playing this mod, the first thing I found was the ice, the chronomancer? No, it's not chronomancer. Chiromancer? What's the thing for ice? Either way, I found the ice wizard first, and he is fucking hostile as soon as you meet him, apparently. So, unless he's not, and I also just attacked him first, I thought he was hostile, though. Hence why I've always assumed the mages are hostile and gone for them first, because they hurt. Alright, well, if we see our tell, we'll experiment with that later. For now, though, well, what do we have here? Well, we still can't break it down into lower end stuff, but if we turn this all into ingots, we should have a few to work with. Hello. We have 12 to work with. Well, finally, we can get armor. Oh yeah, we also do have kunais. Well, that doesn't help us. Kunais are only good for having minions to do that kind of stuff. Is there a dagger? Oh no, that's right. The daggers are from the spiders, aren't they? Anyway, right, we need armor. I feel like we start with chest plates. Yep, and we make boots, because that's all we can afford. And done. That will boost our armor rating up, because this stuff is, I believe, slightly stronger than the armor source stuff. By a chunk. And yeah, it will instantly get an engraving on it. So, sure, let's go murder a thing. Well, I was gonna say that thing will do, but I missed. Alright, never mind. I guess we'll have to settle for something else then. Hello. Bong. What are we playing with? We have got elemental resistance and elemental boost. Wow, remember that time I was trying to get elemental boost for ages? I just couldn't. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of these channel members for the extra support, and a special thank you and shout out to our late members, the joining members Moon Knight Gun, and our ANBU members MonsterQ and AdenIsGone. Thank you all very much for the extra special support.